Today feels like the perfect day to make these. The All-American hot dog. With the 4th of July right around the corner and America celebrating its 250th birthday, I thought it was time to try making one of America's most classic foods. I'm going to be taking 6 pounds of beef, a couple pounds of pork fat, a seasoning blend from PS Seasoning, and see if I can make some legit backyard hot dogs. Now, I've made plenty of different artisanal sausages before, like andouille and bratwurst and Italian sausage, but hot dogs, they're a whole different game. These need to be smooth, juicy, smoky, and have that perfect little snap when you bite into them. I'm going to be using natural casings on these hot dogs. I'm going to be grinding up that meat, seasoning it, emulsifying it into a paste, stuffing it into casings, and smoking it low and slow on my pellet smoker. Will these taste like the hot dogs I grew up with? Frankly, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping they're a whole lot better. Or will I just end up making a big batch of fancy bologna? Let's find out. For hot dogs, you can use just about any sort of meat. I'm using beef. This is an eye of round, a very lean cut of meat. To it, I'm going to add some pork fat to boost up the flavor and add a little bit of juiciness. I'll be using a pre-mixed seasoning from PS Seasoning along with some meat cure that'll add color, flavor, and keep it food safe. Finally, I'm adding a binder to help with the moisture and the juiciness. The eye of round is a very lean cut of beef, but there is some fat on it that I'd like to remove. So let's do that now. There we go, all trimmed up. I'm going to slice this into strips that'll fit into my meat grinder. That should work. And now for the pork fat. I'm putting the meat and the fat in the freezer for about 45 minutes. I want this stuff to be really cold before I grind it and mix it. I'm using an online calculator from PS Seasoning to figure out how much seasoning and cure I need. For this batch, I need 132 grams of seasoning and 64 grams of cure. While that meat is getting really cold in the freezer, I thought we would talk a little bit about hot dogs. I've been doing a little bit of research about hot dogs and how they're made. Turns out hot dogs are quite different than the regular sausages I've made. Hot dogs are an emulsified meat, meaning they're ground up while being very cold into a very fine texture, to the point where it's emulsified. The meat has to remain really cold to allow the fat to evenly distribute throughout the meat while we're mixing it. After we grind it a couple times, we're actually going to put it in a mixer and mix it till it's so tacky, almost like a paste. This is actually fun to learn about how a hot dog's made. Let's grind some meat. Everything needs to be really cold while we're grinding this, including this head here. I've had this in the freezer for a couple hours. It is obviously ice cold. My grinder has a special head on it. It's a dual grind head. There's actually 2 different plates, a pretty coarse plate and then a fine plate. That's going to let us grind up this meat in one pass. And then I'm going to actually put it through a second time because we want this meat ground up really well. I'm going to actually be grinding up the fat at a different time than the meat. When it comes time to putting it in the mixer and emulsifying it, we'll combine it at that point. All right, time for the beef. This is nice and cold. Okay, time for a second grind. Okay, I think it is ground up pretty good. We're gonna throw this back in the freezer for a bit just to keep it cool while I get my mixer out. Here's our fairly new KitchenAid mixer. I actually do have a dedicated sausage mixer, but I thought, I'm gonna do it in the KitchenAid. This meat needs to be mixed very thoroughly to the point where it becomes paste-like. So, keep adding meat and some water to help with the mixing. Okay, I have all the meat in there, but I think I might be overloading this mixer. Guess we'll see. Time to add the seasoning to the mix. Now for the cure. That's going to help with the flavor, the color, and the food safety. Yeah, this is pretty full. Guess I'm going to add some more water and keep mixing. Now I'm adding a little bit of fat at a time. This fat is very, very cold. We want to keep it that way during the mixing process. That's why we're adding it after the meat has been thoroughly mixed. Time to add the binder. This is really putting a strain on this mixer, but I'll keep adding a little bit more water and hope for the best. We have to make sure this is thoroughly mixed and paste-like. Okay, it's getting there. This took a good 6-7 minutes. I'm going to give this one last mix by hand to make sure everything is thoroughly mixed in. Time to load up my sausage stuffer. This is looking like a good texture. I kind of wish I had a little bit bigger sausage stuffer. Now for the casings. I'm using a traditional sheep casing for these hot dogs. These are actually pre-tubed to make it easier to slide on my sausage stuffer. Time to start cranking and stuffing the casings. This dedicated sausage stuffer makes it so much easier. Now to link them. I'm making 6-inch links. Just pinch it and spin it. I'm going to let these hot dogs sit in the refrigerator overnight on racks. That'll dry them out a little bit and also give it some time for that cure to do its thing. Okay, it's the next day. I'm going to separate each of these into links. Time to smoke them low and slow. I'm going to put them on a wire rack and let them sit on my smoker at 180 degrees. I'm going to cook them till they reach 150 degrees each. Three hours later, and I think they're done. Now to stop the cooking, I'm going to put them in an ice bath. Well, there we go. About 8 pounds of homemade all-American hot dogs. Well, it's taken quite a while to make these homemade hot dogs, but it's time to try them. I'm going to throw these on the grill, and Patty's going to join me, and we're going to try some all-American homemade hot dogs. Now, smoking these have already fully cooked these, but I just want to put a little char on them for our taste test. That looks pretty tasty. I like the texture. Patty, you saw me working on these for the last day or so.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they turned out good. I put these on the smoker for a few hours.
They look good.
Let's give them a try.
Definitely have a really good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Almost tastes more like a sausage
Right.
than a hot dog.
I was thinking it doesn't taste like those hot dogs you had when you were a kid.
Mm-mm.
It's definitely an artisanal butcher shop hot dog.
Yeah.
That was really good, but I think we should actually try it on a bun with our favorite condiments.
Sounds good.
Patty's going to do her favorite. Yeah, way to go. That's a good one. And first of all, we got to apologize for all you Chicagoans out there that say ketchup should never be on a hot dog. Up here in the promised land of Wisconsin, ketchup's a thing. Whoa, maybe a little too much ketchup. I'm also going to throw a bit of brown mustard on there. Whoa, this is not looking pretty. And I'm also going to throw a little bit of onion. Patty, you want any onion?
No, thank you.
Okay. Well, I think we have both our favorite condiments on here, so time to give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th. Definitely a smoky flavor.
Yeah, got a lot of smoke on there. It was on there for 3 hours. Not really salty, which
No.
is good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a little bit of snap when you bit into it?
Yeah, a little bit more than you usually get with a hot dog.
Well, normal hot dogs in the store are skinless. This is actually a natural casing hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like that. I do. I don't think you do so much.
Yeah, well, they're okay because the sausages are like that.
Yeah.
Kids don't generally like them.
No, well,
that.
I don't think any kid's going to be eating these hot dogs. I have to tell you, Patty, those turned out better than I thought they were going to. I actually put too big of a batch in your brand new stand mixer, and I may have come close to burning up the engine, but it's still working.
It's a good thing I wasn't around.
Right. You know, I said I was going to try to make some all-American hot dogs for the 4th of July. I think I succeeded. If you want to follow the recipe, I will have it in the description. Patty, what do you have planned for the 4th?
Well, let's see. I think we'll be in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, in the Netherlands?
Yes.
Holy cow. Why aren't we in the United States? summer vacation.
That's right.
Retired life is great. Highly recommend it. And you know what? I understand another amazing all-American food is apple pie.
It is.
And you might have something special coming up, huh?
Maybe.
Check a future video. Hey folks, we had a really good day today. Hope whatever you guys are doing, you're also having a good day. See you next time.
Bye.